So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Ten yards to go on 3rd. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
They come up in an offset eye. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And it's 3rd down. Yards to go on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target, and that brings up 4th down. Here's John Ryan now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he hits his man, Matthews. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. Now Foster on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on third and short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And that will make it 6-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson, flush to his right. Right side complete. That's Woods. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Complete. Richardson has it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Second down, Wilson. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down, this is Rawls. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. From the gun on third down, Wilson. Catch made right side by Wilson. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Certainly their offense has sputtered here a little bit in the first half as they finally do get on the board, but they only have 3.
Well, at least it eases the frustration a bit, doesn't it? To be able to get some points on the board, feel a little bit better about themselves as they go into the locker room and try and regroup.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Brees going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brees. And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw is, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he fields it cleanly. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Throwing is Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one. Hey, Charles, you give me water. Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the 2nd half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. On 1st down, Brees. Now Brees lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the 2nd half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, where the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Luke Wilson, 31 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now Breeze on third down. And incomplete here on third down. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this will be taken at the 13. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Counterplay. Rawls. Cuts back left sideline. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he puts it through. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing now is Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The carry here for the big tight end. A strong running. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Room here to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there in that scramble.
Back now here live in New Orleans. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
This is Rawls. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Doug Baldwin from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. K.J. Wright in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down.
Well, that was definitely a surprise there, handed to the big guy on first down. Heck, the first play of the drive. And when you see him get to the second level, as a former safety, I can just tell you, your eyes get really wide because you know you've got a lot to deal with at that point.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On third down, Procise. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Here's John Ryan now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll go again with Foster. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll come out in the pistol. And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They pitch out to Foster. What a spin. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part